Hi, everybody, and welcome to the district opener for the Los Alamos High School girls basketball team, as they're going to take on one of their arch rivals, the Espanola Valley Sun Devils, coached by Joe Estrada. He comes into the ball game with a record of 8-10. He's already played 2 district games, and he split those district games 1-1. The Hilltoppers, coached by Ray Romero, they're 9-7. This is their first district game. This is Gene Martinson along with Mike Mays, and it's going to be our pleasure to bring you this ball game tonight between the Hilltoppers and the Sun Devils. And this ball game, of course, brought to you by the Los Alamos Daily Post. And we certainly do appreciate the Daily Post for picking up the slack here and making all these broadcasts possible. I want to thank Carol Clark for making that possible. And so, Mike, it's an interesting situation. The Espanola started things off. They could hardly win a game, but they've been on a tear lately.
Yeah, they really have. Really started off the season slowly, but I mean, you look at the schedule they played so far this season. They have played an absolute killer schedule. Did not fare particularly well against some of those top teams, but have really come on as of late. Right now, 1-1 in the district for the Sun Devils. Handy win over the Pewaukee Valley Elkettes in the opener, but fell to Moriarty over the weekend. The Moriarty Pintos, by the way, the odds-on favorite to win this district this year. So Sun Devils coming in with a record of 8 wins and 10 losses, 1-1 in district. This is the district opener for the Los Alamos High School Hilltoppers. They are coached by Ray Romero. Coming to this game with a record of 9 wins and 7 losses. Toppers, have played a pretty good stretch of games as well. And coming in, they need to get this district going on the right foot. This is going to be a very, very difficult district. It always is.
Well, Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. Yay. Okay.
All right. Still, by the way, Gene, still bereft of fans here at Griffith Gymnasium. We were hoping to get them back this week. Obviously, the schools made the determination that was not going to happen. I guess they were not in Espanola on Tuesday as well either. No fans there.
No fans there either. As the radio announcer for KD said, fat crowd here tonight. They've all come disguised as invisible bleachers, he said. So,
oh man.
So anyway.
Hard to get a head count there,
Yeah, it is. So anyway. But yeah, and the Hilltoppers, of course, they had their last game was they played here at Griffith Gymnasium, and it was it came right down to the wire. Actually, it was 33-32. The Hilltoppers defeated St. Pius. The St. Pius dominated in the first half. The Topper defense just clamped down in the second half, only allowing 1 field goal through about I think until about 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Hilltoppers were up by 6, and then the St. Pius suddenly put in 5 points, but the Hilltoppers hung on to win 33-32. So this would be an interesting ball game tonight. I don't know what to expect. As the season started, all I kept hearing was Espanola a lot. We already played Espanola once, and we defeated them earlier on in the season. That was down at the tournament is 37-25. We defeated them. So we're ready to go here. Michelle Macias takes the tap and gets it over to Gigi Romero, and Hilltoppers take it right to the hole. Shot put up by Abby Martinez, and that's off. Rebound comes down to the Sun Devils. Sun Devils will now start things off. So, yeah, we're having a little trouble with our connection here, but anyway, they're going to bring it down on the baseline. They get it over in the corner. 3-point shot on the way. That's off. Rebound's going to come down to the Sun Devils. Battling for it right now is Unica May. And the shot up and in. So a shot taken by the trying to figure out who the world put that shot in. But anyway, we're having a little trouble with our connection. But anyway, the 3-point lead right now for Espanola. The Hilltoppers working it around. They get it to Gigi Romero. She goes up, puts it off the glass. That is it. Here comes Espanola on the run. Now they're going to pull up, Hilltoppers, and they're going to get it and take it. I mean, started to take it all the way to the hole. I didn't think anybody was going to cut her off, Rihanna Padilla, but nobody cut her off. Nobody was going to cut her off, and she lost the handle, but she just dribbled right by everybody. It's a Gigi Romero coming down the baseline. She puts up a little short jumper from about 8 feet out, and that's in for Gigi. So Gigi Romero picks up her first 2 points in the ball game, and it's a 3-2 ball game. And Mike, I didn't see who made that first 3-pointer because I was screened out. So anyway.
Yeah, and I was fooling with the connection there, so I didn't see it either. We'll check on that in a minute.
So pass inside is going to be knocked away, and a loose ball is going to be picked up as Michelle Macias goes to the floor, and we're going to have a personal foul called against the Sun Devils. And so right now we have that personal foul went this time now to Annalisa Pacheco. So that's Annalisa's first personal. Comes now to Gigi Romero, dribbles behind her back, gets it to Abby Martinez. Martinez trying to penetrate down the lane, dishes it off at the last second to Michelle Macias. Michelle's shot bounced around. It bounced around the rim, went down about halfway down the net, came back out, bounced around the rim some more, and then finally came out. How in the world that thing didn't drop in is beyond me. But Michelle gets her own rebound, goes back up, and she's fouled. And then that personal foul is going to go to Hannah Martinez. That's going to be her first. That's the second team foul. And Michelle Macias is at the free throw line, and she'll shoot 2, makes 1, and misses the other. So
very real quick, Gene, starting for the Toppers tonight, Abby Martinez, Lena Chavez, Gigi Romero, Michelle Macias, who is just the free throw line, and Carly Holland. For the Sun Devils, they start Hannah Martinez, Annalisa Pacheco, Unica May, Faith Maestas, and Rihanna Padilla.
And so they just get the ball underneath to Annalisa Pacheco, and she kind of goes behind the basket and does an over the head shot. That thing bounces around and falls in, makes it now 5-3 favor of Espanola. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Sun Devils. They get it inside and wide open. Wide open. Just standing over on the side of the lane was Michelle Macias. Nobody picked her up. So Hilltopper just bounced it right into her, and she drops it in for 2. She now has 3 points in the ball game, along with Gigi Romero, who has 2. It's a 5-5 ball game. Trying to come down the baseline. Hilltoppers played an excellent defense against St. Pius the other day on Saturday. And so now, whoa, Lena Chavez has got the short end of that one as she was battling away. And that personal foul, a 3-point shot up and in by Faith Maestas. But Lena Chavez trying to struggle for the ball along with Rihanna Padilla. Padilla just kind of decked her and took off with the ball. No call. So the Hilltoppers with the shot is off. Rebound comes down to the Sun Devils. They come down in a hurry. So the Hilltoppers right now trying to set up. The pass comes into the middle of the lane. There's a scramble for it. We're going to have a personal foul, I do believe, go against Los Alamos. That's going to be Lena Chavez. That's her first. That's the first team foul on Los Alamos. It'll be inbounded by the Sun Devils on the baseline right. And they will hand the ball over now to Faith Maestas. So Faith bouncing it in and almost pulled the same thing Los Alamos did as they got it into Rihanna Padilla. She was wide open, but she misses the layup. Carly Holland with it for Los Alamos. Gets it out on top. They're going to get it to Gigi. 15-foot shot by Gigi is off. Rebound is going to be pulled down by the Sun Devils quickly up the floor. Comes Joni Martinez. Martinez gets it a long pass down the floor and too far into the basket that time. And So the Hilltoppers take it to the hole. Jeez.
Oh, brother.
Anyways, the shot was, they got it cutting to the basket. The Espanola girl hit the bottom of the backboard. The Hilltoppers grabbed it, roaring down the floor. They lost the ball, and then the Sun Devils heave it down the floor and goes out of bounds off the Hilltoppers. Whoa.
Well,
Wow.
both teams going 100 miles an hour, completely out of control down the court on both ends, and just couldn't do anything with it. That last baseball pass actually hit the topper defender in the back, and then went out of bounds. So the little frenetic basketball here midway through the first quarter.
Boy, I guess. And we have a personal foul called to Hilltoppers. And that was going to go to Abby Martinez. That's her first, second team foul. At the free throw line is Rihanna Padilla, and she puts up the first. That is off. She'll shoot one more. So Rihanna's second shot is good. That makes it now 9-5 in favor of Espanola. Token pressure being put on by Espanola. Hilltoppers break it easily. Get it to Gigi Romero over on the right wing. She's going to dish it across the other side of the court. Now back to Carly Holland. Carly wants to shoot the three, and finally they make her change her mind. So she dribbles to the baseline and puts up a 10-foot jumper. Nice looking shot by Carly, the 5'6" junior.
And a great screen there by Emma Raven that really opened up the baseline for Carly.
And Carly steals it away. She goes up, puts a shot up. It's off. Rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers. Gigi Romero stolen away from Gigi. Picked up by Rihanna Padilla. Long pass comes down to Angelina Delvo. Delvo takes it to the hole. Her shot is off. Gigi Romero with a rebound, and here come the Hilltoppers.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, can we run up and down any faster? They bring it now to Sophia Trujillo, over to Carly Holland. Holland loses the handle. I mean, totally lost the handle. She didn't know where the ball went. So the Hilltoppers, a lot of great hustle this time by Gigi Romero as they got the ball underneath to Joni Martinez. She was wide open, but here comes out of nowhere comes Gigi Romero to knock the ball loose. And so on the battle for trying loose ball, it's going to be picked up. The Hilltoppers are going to, a personal foul is going to be charged. And this one is going to go to Angelique Delvo. That'll be her first, and that is the third team foul on Espanola. And Hilltoppers will inbound it. No press being put on by Espanola. And walking it up the floor for the Hilltoppers right now, Sophia Trujillo. She brings it over to Lena Chavez. Chavez picks up her dribble, and then her pass is picked off, and the ball is on the floor again. We're going to have a battle for it, and jump ball, and this is going to go to Espanola.
Oh, my goodness. Toppers are right now 110% playing Espanola's game.
Yes,
totally. They are trying to run with the Sun Devils. You can't do that. They are one of the best at running up and down the floor. You cannot outpace them like that.
So under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's a 9-7 ball game. Espanola up on Los Alamos. Pass comes over onto the left wing into the corner. Goes Angelique Delvo. We're going to have a blocking foul. And that was going to go to Lena Chavez.
And before that happened, Gene, Delvo stepped on the sideline. It was not called.
Unbelievable. The referee looking right at it too.
Right down. Yeah, they could. The referee could not have been straighter down the sideline if they wanted to be.
So they inbound it, and they're going to bring it in now to Unica May. 3-point shot from outside as she got it out to Joni Martinez. Her shot is off. Rebound comes down now to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo working against Angelique Delvo. Brings it across the timeline, picks up her dribble. Ball now is going to be another battle for it on the floor. And Espanola, I can't believe some coach didn't jump up and yell timeout, because that's what they all do. And nobody calls a timeout, and so it's ended up being a held ball, and it'll go to Los Alamos. 1:12 to go here in this first quarter. Hilltoppers down by 2, 9-7. And as Mike said, it's been a pretty fast-paced game. Hilltoppers are pretty much out of control. They played a very patient game against St. Pius the other night. Tara McDonald checking into the ball game. She's going to get it outside. Shot is off, but right there is Tara to get the rebound. So the three-point shot from outside by Sophia Trujillo was off, but right there after good hustle. Tara was clear over on the left side of the lane, and she just roared over to the right side to pull that rebound down. And she goes to the free throw line, and she's going to shoot 2. So Tara, first one is off, and that personal foul went to Annalisa Pacheco. That's her second. That is the 4th team foul. And Tara at the line will shoot 1 more. So the Hilltoppers right now are 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Whoa, we have a double lane violation. What are they going to call here?
I guess they're going to call the Toppers with the lane violation, and that could have gone on any number.
The Espanola player stepped in there first.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, unbelievable!
They were both. They're both a little eager to get the rebound, which ironically, Tara made a beautiful
she did.
free throw.
Oh my God! But the Espanola girl stepped in there first, and then the Hilltopper girl stepped in. That's why I say, what are you going to do? The double violation. Sophia Trujillo will get it up the floor now. It says it comes up to Caitlin Velarde. Ball is going to roll right to us. Where'd it go?
It's eventually getting back to the court, and that foul going to go to Angelique Delvo.
That's her second. That is the 5th team foul. They have them for 6. I have them for 5. Oh well.
I think there's 5, but
so let's see.
Did we have a technical foul called here? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we have a technical. I'm not sure who got it. They're not showing anything on the clock scoreboard. Sophia Trujillo is going to shoot the free throws for Los Alamos. Nice looking shot by the freshman. So she puts it in there first. And that makes it now a 9-8 ball game. Sophia can tie this up. 33 seconds remain here in this first quarter. Sophia's second shot. Nice looking free throws by the freshman. 9-9 ball game. And the Hilltoppers will inbound it. And I never did figure out who got the tech. But anyway, they do pick up the tech. So that's it. I had them for 6 fouls. That tech, the scoreboard says gives them 7. So that's the same problem we had with St. Pius the other night. We never did match the score clock. The Hilltoppers now with 20 seconds to go, moving it around, and Carly Holland actually goes over the timeline, but the referee is going to rule the ball was knocked loose by Faith Maestas, and then the Hilltoppers throw it away with 14 seconds to go.
So it doesn't really matter if it was over and back or.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. And right down Broadway, boy, putting the shot up, went all the way to the top of the backboard. Here comes Sophia Trujillo, and she puts it up at the buzzer. Well, 0.8 of a second. And she's going to take it to the hole with the left hand. She's going to go to the free throw line, and she's going to shoot 2 more.
Oh, wow. And Trujillo, she had her lane, and she took advantage of it. I actually thought she might run out of time there, but got the shot off and got a push in the back.
So Sophia ready. Quiet.
Oh.
And with no spectators in this vast expanse. And the Hilltoppers are putting a prevent defense back. They got 3 girls back on defense with 0.8 of a second to go. Okay, they're not going to get a full length basket on us.
That's right.
That's for sure. 9-9 ball game. If Sophia misses the first one, she can give the Hilltoppers the lead. A 1 point lead at the end of the quarter. Here it comes, a pressure pack free throw. That's off. And, there it goes, but we had it covered.
Yeah, no, you're not getting the easy bucket.
No, we
had with that prevent defense.
We had 3 girls back there. So that's going to do it for the. So it's going to be a 9-9 ball game after 1 quarter of play. And I never did figure out who made that first 3-pointer for Espanola, but we'll figure that out eventually. But anyway, so we had 3 field goals for Espanola, and 2 of those were 3-pointers, and they were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The Hilltoppers, they had 3 field goals, no 3-pointers in the ball game, and they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 3 out of 8 from the free throw line. Not too good from the free throw line. So,
well, the Toppers, like I said, Jane, they were playing right into the Sun Devils' hands in that first quarter.
Oh, totally.
The Sun Devils love to bring bring that trapping defense. Not as much press, I think, as we were probably expecting in that first quarter, but they love to trap. They love to ball hawk. They love to, isolate the guards away from the basket and put their pressure on them. And Los Alamos, for most of that quarter, was playing right into those hands.
They really were. A little give and go. And a pass inside to Annalisa Pacheco, cutting to the basket. She lays it in for 2. Makes it an 11-9 ball game. Nice play by Espanola. Come to Gigi Romero. Romero out to Carly Holland, over to Sofia Trujillo. She'll bring it to the right wing. Daylin Rodriguez working with it for Los Alamos. Gets it to Tara McDonald. McDonald is knocked down. And so Tara's going to go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot 1 and 1. She needs somebody to move around in the lane and get her settled down here. So she has 2 girls stepped in the lane the last time and she made the free throw. So anyway, that personal foul is going to go to Unica May. That's going to be her first. That is the 8th team foul, the 9th team foul, the book says. And so Tara, shooting a 1 and 1, drops that first one in.
That was a net ripper.
Yes, it was. So she's going to shoot 1 more, and so she can tie up this ball game. 11-10 ball game right now. And Tara's shot is going to be short off the front of the rim, but the Hilltoppers, Carly Holland gets the rebound. And they can bring it over to Daylin Rodriguez. Rodriguez out to Sofia Trujillo, back to Daylin, into Tara McDonald, wide open in the lane, puts the shot up from about 4 feet out, too hard off the back of the iron. Rebound is going to come down to Espanola, Hannah Martinez. But
she got away with a double dribble.
They're getting away with a lot tonight, I must say. Faith Maestas, and hitting the floor right now is Tara McDonald. Nothing is called on anybody, and then a 3-point shot from the deep corner on the right side, Faith Maestas, and she drops it in for 3. That gives her at least 6 points.
At least 6. she may have hit that first one.
Yeah, she may have made the first one. Comes now to Gigi Romero. Romero's going to, I don't know what Gigi was doing, but Gigi out of control right now. And as she just got the ball, she started penetrating the basket. She just flat ran into Rihanna Padilla, who didn't budge. And so Rihanna yanked the ball down loose, and Gigi just picked it up and just kind of threw it at the basket. And a personal foul went. This time to Faith Maestas. That's her first. And that is, they're saying that's the 10th team foul. I don't know where they're getting all these fouls, but anyway. Okay. Anyway, so Gigi Romero at the free throw line. She misses that first one. No, she made the first one. Sorry. Made the first one, missed the second. So now it's a 14-11 ball game. And taking it down the lane, putting it up. That shot was off by Unica May, but they're getting the penetration, Mike. I mean, they're getting good shots underneath, but they're just not converting. But Hilltoppers will get it up to Gigi Romero. Romero will hand it now over to Abby Martinez, who has checked into the ball game. They get it to Carly Holland in the half court circle. Underneath it goes, and Michelle Macias. Well, she'd had ice skates on, she would have gotten a 10.
That was great. You know, that triple axel, you can't beat that.
No, you cannot.
Unfortunately, you do have to dribble in basketball when you're doing that, and Michelle was unable to do that.
Yeah, another little give and go as they got the ball over on the wing to Rihanna Padilla, and then cutting to the basket. That time was Hannah Martinez, and she was wide open, puts a shot up. She's fouled. That personal foul will go to Kenya Macias. That's going to be her first. That is the fourth team foul. And at the free throw line right now is Hannah Martinez. Missed the first, and she's going to shoot one more. 14-11 right now. Espanola up. And Hannah's second shot is good. So that makes it 15-11, 5:53 to go here in the first half. Hilltoppers down by 4. They bring it across to Gigi Romero, over to Carly Holland, back to Gigi. Gigi's going to try to dish it underneath. The ball is knocked away, picked up by Espanola. They start to head down the floor. They pull up, and now they get it to Hannah Martinez. Martinez standing out near the half-court circle, and so he's going to, a nice pass underneath. Boy, they kind of need that one, kind of threaded the needle. They went through everybody and ended up in the hands of Annalisa Pacheco, and Pacheco puts the shot up, but she's fouled. No, they're going to say it was on the floor. Wow.
Oh boy.
My heavens.
I don't know about that one.
No, I don't either.
So that foul going to Kenya Macias, that was her second. I don't think that was actually Macias. I think it was Michelle Macias that actually got her. I think they just got the Macias girls mixed up there, because Michelle stuck an arm in there pretty good, and I think that's what they called.
Yeah. So anyway,
I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
Did we have another technical?
It looks that way.
I think we did.
Well, Gigi Romero's going to go.
So the Sun Devil bench has been called for a technical. That is the second technical of this ball game by the Sun Devils. Yeah, and I'm unsure who the first one was on, but if that was the second one on the bench, the coach should be ejected.
That's right, exactly.
So
Gigi Romero at the line makes the first, makes the second. Hilltoppers will inbound it at midcourt. 15-13 ball game. Hilltoppers up by 2 over the Hilltoppers, and they'll hand the ball right now to Abby Martinez at midcourt, and she'll bring it into the backcourt to Carly Holland. Carly Holland across the timeline. Carly picks up her dribbles, immediately double teamed. Boy, I tell you, these Espanola girls are ball hawks, and so 3-point shot from the corner, long rebound comes down to Gigi Romero, out to Carly Holland, over to Abby Martinez. She's going to penetrate down, gets it underneath to a wide open Michelle Macias, and Michelle blows an easy layup.
Why, Michelle cannot buy a shooter's roll tonight.
No, she cannot.
Second one that's hit pretty much every piece of the iron there was to hit, and it wouldn't fall.
There she goes again. Same thing. Put up a nice one off the glass as they got it to her just to the right of the lane, right up against the basket. And this one rolls around and comes out. Ball out of bounds on the Hilltoppers. Under 5 minutes to go here in this quarter. Pass inside, picked up by Tara McDonald. Tara's going to take it all the way to the hole, I do believe. And she's going to be, no, they're going to call Tara for the offensive foul. Unbelievable. they're going to say Tara put out her forearm. Whoa, unbelievable. And that's her first. And that is now they're saying that's the 6th foul. We're going to have a full timeout taken on the court.
And Jane, I have 16 fouls for the Toppers.
Oh, is that right?
I'm not even close with Espanola. I have no.
I'm so far behind Espanola. I don't know where we're at. But Hilltoppers Espanola takes a full timeout. So, who are those fouls on, Mike?
So, yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute.
Okay.
But as we're in the timeout, the Sun Devils up by a bucket. Toppers haven't all of their points so far in this quarter, Gene, coming from the free throw line. Had a couple of opportunities. Michelle Macias has been getting under the basket and putting up nice shots. They just will not go in. And then for the Sun Devils, had a 3-pointer from Faith Maestas. She has 6 points that we know about right now. She may have 9. She may be leading all scorers right now. We don't know. And a couple of buckets from Annalisa Pacheco, but it's been kind of slim pickings for both of these offenses, and they're getting some shots. They're not falling. And meanwhile, the if they're not getting those quick shots in, the defense has been up to the challenge. Both defense have been doing a good job of forcing turnovers.
Now they're trying to get the ball to Unica May, who had posted up behind the Hilltopper defense, and they overthrow her out of bounds. Comes now to Michelle Macias, starts to go down the right side of the lane of the baseline, and she's cut off by Rihanna Padilla, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Rihanna. So that makes it Hilltoppers will inbound with 4:26 remaining here in the first half. 15-13 ball game. Comes to Tara McDonald. She'll bring it out to Carly Holland. The Hilltoppers go from one side of the basket to the other. Tara McDonald with great inside position puts it up and in. So 3-point shot off by the Hilltoppers, but boy, Tara McDonald, she was right there. Great position on the rebound, and she just puts it right back in, makes it a 15-15 ball game. Pass underneath as they're really trying to go with that give and go, Mike. Pass inside, and Tara McDonald once again knocks it away. The ball's on the floor. We're going to have a held ball, and it should be well, I thought it would be topper ball if I understand our new scoreboard.
Actually, it looks like it is going to be awarded to Los Alamos.
We have a brand new scoreboard here.
Oh, yeah, and it is pretty slick.
Yeah, and if we ever get any spectators, you can come and see what it looks like.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Carly Holland was supposed to receive the inbound pass, and she wasn't looking at it. Fortunately, the Sun Devils pulled their press off at the last possible second.
So Abby Martinez brings it to Carly on the right wing. Carly puts the ball on the floor, gets it over. They'll bring it over on the left side to Gigi Romero. Now they'll rotate it to the right. Carly Holland, 3-point shot. This off the glass and in. Whoa. You don't draw it up any better than that off the glass. I'll tell you. So they answer back right away from Angelique Delvo. Delvo puts it in for 2. Makes it now 18-17. Hilltoppers up by 1. Comes to, whoa, she never moved her pivot foot, son.
She did not.
Whoa.
She did not. That was Abby Martinez getting called for the travel. No, she made, her pivot foot was fine.
She made like she's going to pass it, and then she pulled up, and they called her for travel. That pivot foot was nailed to the floor. So that's what they get it now to Joni Martinez. And Martinez, and she takes it to the hole, and she is going to be fouled. Let's see. I got the wrong girl here, Mike. That's a Rosalind Baca, the senior. And Rosin will go to the free throw line. And that personal foul is going to go to Emma Raven, who is checked in for Ray Romero. But Rosin Baca at the free throw line. A little too hard off the back of the glass, so she's going to shoot one more. Hilltoppers still up 18-17. That was the 7th team foul on Los Alamos.
This has been a foul-laden first half.
Yes, it certainly has. And Roslyn ready for her second shot. We have a lane violation as Gigi Romero ran into the lane, but Roslyn makes the shot, so Gigi gets a free pass. Gigi gets the ball, gets it now to Emma Raven. Raven down to Tara McDonald.
Holy moly.
McDonald trying to go up against Roslyn Baca. And you don't see Tara McDonald go down very often, but boy, Roslyn Baca is a wide body, and boy, Tara found that out. So,
no, that doesn't happen to Tara very often.
No, it doesn't. So Tara's going to go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot 2. She almost got it to the rim. So anyway, it's an 18-18 ball game, and Roslyn Baca picks up her first personal. And I have no idea how many fouls that is. I know it's more than 10, I guess. So Tara's second shot. And this one is off the front of the rim and off. So the rebound comes down to the Sun Devils quickly up the floor. Comes Angelique Delvo. Delvo over to Faith Maestas. Maestas is going to hand it over to Tony Martinez. And they're Roslyn Baca. She and Tara having a pretty good pushing match underneath. Tara has met her match, I'll guarantee you. So Roslyn Baca is going to take it to the hole. And she's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line again.
Power move there by Baca against McDonald. Again, that's not something you see. McDonald is one of the strongest girls, you're going to see in high school basketball. And she's having trouble holding her own here against Baca.
Yeah, she really has. So Roslyn at the free throw line. She was there moments ago, was 1 for 2. She's going to shoot 2 right now. Puts that one in. So she's now 2 for 3. And that should make it 19-18, I do believe. They haven't put the score up yet. Yes, they did, finally. Okay, Roslyn ready for shot number 2 with 2:19 remaining in the half. And boy, she cans that one too. Well, when she wants to take it to the basket, she's going to take it to the basket. Nobody's going to stop her. Carly Holland gets it to Gigi Romero, back to Carly. Carly over. We'll bring it over now to Alyssa Garcia. She bounces it underneath to Tara McDonald. Tara goes up, and she's fouled from behind, and that looks like it's going to go to Haley Renteria. So Haley Renteria picks up the personal, and that's her first. And back to the free throw line goes Tara McDonald. So Tara having a little trouble with the free throw lines. Let's see, she's 1 for 6 from the free throw line. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
well, that was right on line, Gene.
No
one can say it was.
She's lucky we don't have any spectators. They'd be giving her the old air ball treatment. So here.
Yeah, that was about a 14-foot, 6-inch shot there. And that was not much closer.
Oh, Tara.
Tara is a fantastic athlete, by the way.
She is.
She really is. She just
she's gonna check out. They're gonna let her rest.
Yeah.
Get that rest that free throw shooting arm. So they bring it across the timeline to Joni Martinez. Martinez on the dribble gets a screen from Roslyn Baca. And then
holy moly.
And then she was standing there, and then the defense all rotated around in front of her. So all she did was just turn around. She was wide open. They had girls behind her on defense, and they all just kind of stepped away for some reason. And they just left it wide open behind her. All Joni had to do was just lay it in.
Yeah, everybody was like guarding the free throw or the 3-point line, and she was on the low block. I don't she was all by herself.
Yeah, she really was. Starting to go with the 3, decide not to go with the 3 and take it to the hole. Ball rolls around the rim and falls off, and right there is Roslyn Baca. And Roslyn Baca pulls it down and puts it back in for 2. And that makes it 24-18. So the Hilltoppers will get it over now to Alyssa Garcia, and she's called for the walk.
And
she didn't lift her. She didn't move her pivot foot either.
That was a little closer than the previous one, but I think she was still okay.
She picked up her heel, but she didn't pick up her toe. So coming down the baseline on the right side of the lane and putting the shot up, and she's fouled. That's Unica May. That personal foul is going to go to Caitlin Velarde. That's going to be her first. That's the 9th team foul, but shooting 2. Unica May has not scored in the ball game. It's their first trip to the free throw line. And she puts it in. So right now the Sun Devils have opened up. It was 18-18, and the Sun Devils about scored the Hilltoppers 7-0, and Unica May can make it 8-0 with 45 seconds remaining in the half. This one is off, and the rebound is going to come down to Gigi Romero. Romero gets it up to Carly Holland. Holland, I thought she was going to take it all the way, but she pulls up. Oh, she gets it up to Sophia Trujillo. Sophia with a nice little set shot from about 8 feet out, right in the middle of the lane. She got robbed. Full court press now by the Hilltoppers. First time we've seen a full court press. And so they get it inside to Roslyn Baca, and Baca's shot is off, but the rebound right there, Joni Martinez. And Joni puts it in. So now all of a sudden it's a 9-0 run for Espanola. And with 10 seconds to go, comes down to Carly Holland. So everybody yelling, shoot. Okay. So Abby Martinez plows it off the glass and out. But Carly had no idea what the time was. I cannot believe that big old new scoreboard we got.
How do you not know what the time is? Those numbers they're 6-7 feet tall up there.
They're blinding. I'm telling you, it's just like when KRSN tried to get a tower up there. What's it when you go up when you head up the Diamond Drive and you get up the top and the big cliff up there by the roundabout.
What was that called, La Loma?
Yeah, they tried to put a tower up there, but one of the La Loma people complained that the red light on the tower would keep him awake all night.
Well, they are very light sleepers up there,
so they turned it down. we don't want to keep our people awake.
Yeah, we absolutely do not want to do that.
That red light, 100 feet in the air, are going to keep you awake. So anyway, unbelievable.
Anyway, we are at the half here at Griffith Gymnasium, 27-18 in favor of the Espanola Valley Sun Devils. Gene, and just like you were saying, with about 2.5 minutes left in that second quarter, this game was tied at 18. But the Sun Devils finish it off with a 9-0 run. And they take a solid lead into the half. So we're going to add things up real quick, but things kind of got out of hand a little bit, and the difference really toward the end of that second quarter, was the insertion into the lineup of Roslyn Baca there in the middle, and she completely clogged up the middle. That completely took the top percent of their offense.
Really did.
And she did a great job. Great job over there. Got a couple of rebounds. Was fouled a couple of times, and the Toppers just did not adjust and really couldn't. On the offensive end, just couldn't make the adjustment and really didn't have a whole lot of looks after that, with Baca kind of clogging up the middle. that'll let the rest of the Sun Devils kind of fan out on defense, and they really got it after the topper ball handlers.
Oh yeah, they really did. It was amazing. But yeah, you're right. It was 18-18. Rosalind Baca came into the ball game, and like I say, she's a wide body, and boy, I mean, she made her presence known in a hurry, and she picked up 5 points after she came back in, and but I don't know, she just made a big difference inside, and especially like inside she was dominating under the basket on offense, and she was a force to be dealt with on defense. So anyway, John's going to go over and find out who made that other basket for us.
We were hoping they were going to put that up on the scoreboard, and I never saw it.
No, they
do have a program in there where they'll show you the score, who scored how many. But obviously somebody has to keep track of that over there on the scores table, and if you don't punch it in fast enough, it just it doesn't work. So that is a little bit tricky, but we were hoping that was going to pop out. It has not as of right now, but we can run down the scoring here for the Hilltoppers. In that first half, Carly Holland ended up with 5 points, as did Gigi Romero. For Romero, went to the free throw line 4 times in that second quarter, made 3 out of 4. Also had a bucket in the first quarter. And so 5 points for her, 5 points for Carly Holland. Holland has the only 3-pointer for Los Alamos so far in this ball game. Also for Los Alamos, 3 points for Michelle Macias, who, boy, she cannot buy a bucket tonight. What she missed 4 or 5 shots from 2 feet out that bounced, for hours on the rim and just would not fall. So she has 3 points, as does Tara McDonald. She had a nice put back there in that second quarter, but McDonald struggling from the foul line, and 2 points by Sophia Trujillo. She hit both ends of the first technical foul on the Espanola Valley Sun Devils in that first half, and we're looking at the Sun Devil book right now to see. I guess we didn't quite get what we needed there. That's all right. We'll figure it out here in a second.
We need it. Never mind, John.
Well, we'll. You know what, Gene? If you can give me a minute, I'll run over there and see who that mystery 3 is.
Okay.
I could make a guess, but I'm not going to guess right now. So give me just a second. We'll figure it out.
John's heading back over there. He's going to get that picture or else.
Oh, John McHale is all over it. John McHale, the awesome photographer here at the Daily Post. And, of course, you are listening to the Daily Post on their YouTube channel. It's coming across that internet thing I think some of you have heard about. So we want to thank the Daily Post. And, of course, we want to thank our awesome sponsors, the first responders here in Los Alamos County, the Los Alamos Police Department and the Los Alamos Fire Department. And, boy, we have some of the best first responders there is, and we've seen that time and time again. Live in a very safe, very essentially almost crime-free community, and if there's ever any problems, we've seen the fire department in action many times over the years, and they do an outstanding job. So we are just we have so many good things, to be thankful for with our first responders. They are absolutely awesome, and we thank them for their support of Hilltopper Sports here at the Los Alamos Daily Post.
It was Faith Maestas.
Faith Maestas. That awesome, is the John. Answer to your trivia question. Faith Maestas was the mystery 3-point shooter. Yeah. She has 3 3-pointers, 2 of those coming in that first quarter. That was the first bucket by either team in this ball game. So Faith Maestas, she has 9 points for the Sun Devils. She leads everybody right now, as a matter of fact. She also had a 3-pointer in that second quarter. And also for the Sun Devils, Joni Martinez with 4. Rosalind Baca, she had 5 points, which was a huge factor in that second quarter, and 4 points for Annalisa Pacheco. So 27-18 ball game. Got about 3.5 minutes until we come back from the break. And Gene, you know, we were talking about it before the game. Not quite sure what to expect out of the Sun Devils, but one thing we did know: the Sun Devils. We've seen this over the years, and you know, they have had some of the feistiest players I think we've ever seen.
Oh yes,
and you know, you have to watch your passes. This team is very, very well equipped to get their hands on just about anything.
Well, they ball hawk like crazy.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, this is a team full of center fielders, and they're all over it all the time. You've got to expect that. Even you know, the couple of years we've seen them. We've been doing this for a long time. The couple of years that they had, you know, good team height, which is a little rare for the Sun Devils. But even when they've had that, even their big girls could ball hawk. So you've got to be ready for that. And the toppers, you know, the Sun Devils are going to get their hands on some of your passes. That's just the way it is. For much of the first half was actually doing a good job of that. The toppers were. And then toward the end of the second quarter, you know, Sun Devils were just getting to absolutely everything.
Yeah, they really were. And so we had a wild junior varsity game. It was 26-24. I think they set a state record for the number of held balls in a gymnasium with no spectators. It was.
It very well may have been, yes.
That's all it was. Maury Podgratz, the announcer, the PA announcer, he usually says like if it's a Hilltoppers, he'll say held ball, topper ball, or held ball, Espanola ball. But he would just go on held ball, red ball, held ball, white ball. So,
I think that was just an efficiency thing.
Yeah, really. It was just one after another. But the Hilltoppers took the lead, and it looked like they were going to be able to hold on. It was 26-24, and then or 26-21 actually, and then a 3-point shot by Espanola, and then Espanola had a couple of free throws with 0.8 of a second left that could have tied the ball game, but missed the first one and then tried to miss the second one. It missed all right badly. I mean, they tell the girls like miss it. They were yelling at her, miss it. So she just slammed it off the backboard. But the Hilltoppers won that one 26-24. And in this first half of play for Espanola, let's see, I never did add up all those things. But anyway, the Hilltoppers only had 5 field goals. One of those was a 3-pointer, but they were 7 of 18, Mike, from the free throw line. Unbelievable. 9 team fouls were called on Los Alamos, and I have no idea how many were called on Espanola. 2 techs.
There were 2 technical fouls in that one. That is correct. Sir. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 total, and I don't even think I'm in the ballpark with that number.
Yeah, I couldn't even keep up, you know, so. And then Espanola shot a bunch of free throws in that second quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually. And so we're ready to go as Espanola will inbound it to start the third quarter, leading 27-18 as they doubled the score on Los Alamos. It was 9-9 at the end of the quarter, and then they outscored Los Alamos 18-9. So we're going to have a double dribble violation called against Espanola. So the Hilltoppers, they had a really great defense against St. Pius the other night, especially in the second half. And boy, they haven't been able to shut down the Espanola attack. Now the ball is almost stolen away by Espanola as Abby Martinez holding the ball high above her head. So Jody Martinez just reached over and knocked it out of her hands. They bring inbound it now to Carly Holland, over now to Abby Martinez in the corner. They bounce it now to Gigi Romero. She walks. Well, you could say the New Mexico shuffle, but boy, that was the New Mexico shuffle, boy. She took a huge step to one side and then tried to come back the other direction. Almost did the splits. 3-point shot on the way. Whoa, bounces around and comes and pops out. Nice shot that time by Faith Maestas, who has 3 3-pointers already that we determined. And so Ray Romero wants a timeout. Let's see, what does he want? He wants a 30. Okay, Ray's gonna take a 30. And
Sun Devils did take one timeout in that first half.
Yes.
Was
they took a full.
Yeah, I thought it was a full. So,
so
four timeouts for both teams, and going back to that junior varsity game, Jane. The teams had 9 timeouts between them with about a minute and a half left. At the end of the game, there were zero timeouts left.
Yeah. The Espanola coach called 5 timeouts in the fourth quarter. Ready to go, coming out of the timeout. And they're going to get it up now to Lena Chavez. She picks up her dribble. She's going to hand it over to Gigi Romero. Romero out near the half-court circle. And going to get it to Carly Holland. Now she's out there in that circle. Gigi Romero brings it over to Abby Martinez, back to Gigi in the corner. Carly, 3-point shot for Carly. That's off. Rebound comes down to the Sun Devils, and here come the Sun Devils. Well, they're going to hold it up as Annalisa Pacheco with the ball. She's going to hand it over to Rihanna Padilla underneath to Rihanna. And let's see, trying to take it to the hole. I think it's knocked out of bounds by Los Alamos.
Oh, they're going to call a foul here. I think they're going to call it on Lena. Lena Chavez. That is her third. She spent most of the first half on the bench after getting 2 quick fouls, one of which was a little questionable, and that one I didn't see at all.
No, and so now we're going to have I do believe, on the inbound pass, the Espanola girl, they got it to Faith Maestas. She steps on the baseline. So the Hilltoppers will bring it up to Carly Holland. Over now to Abby Martinez, back to Carly. Carly has to put the ball on the floor, has knocked away from her. Now the ball's on the floor again. And Michelle Macias trying to pick it up, and she's held up. So that Mike talked about, I mean, they're sticking a hand in there all the time. And that's exactly what they did. And that was a held ball, alternating possession went to Los Alamos, and once again they knocked the ball loose, and here they go down the floor. Faith Maestas, and Faith is going to have her shot blocked by Carly Holland. Boy, good defense that time by Carly.
Really good one-on-one complete isolation defense, and Holland didn't give her an inch.
No, she did not. And in the ball game now once again is Roslyn Baca is checked back in. And she makes her presence known in a hurry as she picks up gets a rebound with and has a putback for 2. Hilltoppers really struggling right now. This defense is driving Los Alamos crazy. They knocked the ball loose again. And then up the floor comes Rihanna Padilla. Padilla is going to bring it over now to Unica May. And back out on top, and now Espanola is spreading it way out. Get it to Roslyn Baca. Baca is going to go up against Michelle Macias, and Michelle blocks it. Michelle says, I kept my arms all straight up all the way, but they're going to say no. And if Roslyn Baca wants to go to the basket, nobody's going to stop her. I guarantee you that. So now she's going to go to the line. She's going to shoot 2. Has 7 points in the ball game. She's 3 for 4 from the free throw line, Mike, and puts that one in. She's deadly from that spot.
Yeah, and she missed her first free throw actually pretty badly.
Yes.
But she's been spot on since.
Yeah, the first one was not exactly textbook.
I thought we were getting another Shaquille O'Neal situation, but she's automatic from the foul line since then.
Right? Yeah, she's 4 for 5 or 4 for 6. Wait a minute, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, and right now it's a 31-18. Los Alamos been sitting on 18 forever. Comes to Carly Holland. Holland goes down. She just slipped is all, and so ball goes to Michelle Macias, knocked away from Michelle. Loose ball picked up by Abby Martinez. They get it to Carly Holland. They knocked it out of her hands again. Carly started to make a dribble, and they reached in, knocked the ball loose. I mean, they are just everywhere. They're driving Los Alamos crazy. Rosalind Baca taking it down the right side of the lane. Hilltoppers pick her up. So she just bounces it across the lane to the other side to Jody Martinez, and Martinez puts it in for 2. And Hilltoppers, we have 3.5 minutes gone, Mike, and the Hilltoppers have not scored.
They have not scored, and they've really not gotten a whole lot of shots off at this point either. And you know, since about I think this entire half so far, every time the Toppers have had the ball, I don't think they have thrown one pass that did not at least graze off the fingertips of one of the Sun Devils. Yeah, they are all over the place.
They've contested every pass and well, not only contested every pass, but if the girl, they just pass it to Los Alamos girl and the girl's holding it, they get a hand in there and knock the ball loose, or at least, you know, to cause some kind of damage. 33-18. It was 9-9 at the end of the first quarter, and the Hilltoppers were outscored 18-9 in the second quarter. And right now it's 33-18. So, I mean, it's so they.
Late in the second quarter, Gene, this was a tie ball game.
Yeah, it was.
And the Sun Devils have reeled off 15 straight points. The Toppers haven't even come close to answering that.
Yeah, and so coming out of the timeout now, there's the ball knocked loose again. Every single time a Hilltopper girl gets it, the ball is knocked out of her hands, or every pass is contested. They bring it now to Gigi Romero. Pass inside is going to be stolen away by Espanola as they tip the pass. Rebound, they get it up to Padilla. Rihanna at the top of the key is going to hand it over to Unica May. Over in the corner, Rihanna Padilla has her ball knocked away, comes down to Tara McDonald. Hilltoppers with a 2-on-1, and they go up, and let's see, coming in from the left side with shot that time was Abby Martinez. She gets floored, but no call. So the Hilltoppers, they're going to say, though, it was out of bounds off of Espanola. So Abby will inbound it under their own. And they're going to.
And the ball sails off of the fingertips of Alyssa Garcia and out of bounds.
I think
she got and Gene Mortensen all over it.
I had to dribble it with my left hand for a while.
Hey, that's not your dominant hand either.
I know, but still, I'm very good at it.
That was Stephon Marbury-esque there. That was pretty sweet, Gene.
So Espanola throws it out of bounds, and the Hilltoppers get it now up to Gigi Romero. Comes to Alyssa Garcia. Garcia on the dribble. Nice pass underneath to Tara McDonald, and she misses the layup, but she's going to go to the free throw line. And it's been an adventure with Tara tonight. And that personal foul is going to go to...
I think it was Unica May they're going to call.
Yeah, Unica May.
And that is her third. So I found one of the fouls I was missing because I only had her for 2.
And Tara makes the shot.
Yes.
All right. So.
No doubt on that one.
Absolutely none. That thing, it sat on that rim forever, but it was going to fall in. There was no question about it. So Tara's second shot. Whoa, off the front of the rim. Well, she's getting a lot of free throw practice tonight anyway. They get it to Rosenbach, and Tara McDonald tries to steal it away. And
that was blocked. A nice dish off from Baca, looking for Annalisa Pacheco cutting in from the wing, but that was blocked. I think that was blocked by McDonald.
Oh my golly!
Holy moly! Joni Martinez,
boy, she just threw the ball.
Balled one in there.
They just got her the pass, and she just, I mean, with her left hand, she just threw it at the basket. I mean, literally. I mean, she just kind of grabbed it and threw it, and it went in. So now we're going to have a reach-in foul. No, we're going to have a foul called on Espanola. That one is going to go to Joni Martinez. That's going to be her second.
Another foul I was missing.
Me
so
too.
Good. And at the line, that is Sophia Trujillo, and she knocks in the first one.
Yeah, she shot that 2-shot technical and made them both, and then she had 2 shots after that on a foul, missed those. So right now she's 3 for 5 from the free throw line, and 3:03 remaining here in the third quarter. And Sophia's second shot good. So the Hilltoppers with 3 biggies, all from the free throw line so far in 5 minutes. Well, when in doubt, just go ahead and shoot a left-handed shot. So Abby Martinez is trying to find somebody to get it to. Couldn't find anybody. Espanola then dropped off on her, so she just took a step forward and fired it in with her left hand. Shot taken from the right wing, and this one is off by Sophia. Let's see, was that Sophia? Yeah, Sophia Trujillo. So now we're going to have a timeout taken, and that's going to go to Espanola, and they're going to take a 30.
So so after the free throws, 2 straight just throwaways by the Sun Devils right around midcourt, and Abby Martinez able to put one of those in. So Toppers cut this back down to a 12-point ball game. They were down by as many as 15.
Where are we now?
And with 2:39 remaining here in this third quarter, 35-23. So Toppers trying to get back in this ball game. Still got a little ways to go, but nice, good backcourt defense there by the Toppers. That's going to be another throwaway.
Yeah, so the Hilltoppers with the press forced the turnover. Tara McDonald decides to take it to the hole. She forgot the ball. If you're going to take it to the hole and put it up with Tara, you got to take the ball all the way with you. Same rules as in soccer. So we're going to have a blocking foul. This one's going to go to Abby Martinez.
And if you don't take the ball with you in soccer, Gene, that's offside. That is offside.
Yeah.
She ought to know that.
Yeah, I know. She definitely would be an offsides on that one. 2:15 to go. Ball knocked it loose by Tara. Now Tara steals the ball away. Tara's everywhere. So Gigi Romero underneath to Tara, wide open. So Gigi Romero gets it to Tara. Tara lays it in for 2. Makes it now 35-25. Rihanna Padilla is going to take it all the way. She dishes it off over to the wing, left, and they left it.
She made the 3-pointer, but there's going to be a foul away from the basket before the shot.
Yes.
That's going to be on Espanola Valley.
Yeah, and that was going to go to Rihanna Padilla. That's going to be her first, but yeah, the shot was up and in by Faith Maestas, and then but they wave it off. And boy, Joe Estrada, not a happy camper over that one. Now we're going to have a reach-in foul, and this is going to go to Angelique Delvo. So the Hilltoppers taking a lot better care of the ball right now and playing much better defense. So I don't know what happened in that last timeout when actually Espanola took the timeout, but Ray Romero made some kind of adjustment. And so the Hilltoppers now cut this down to 10, which is But now you can't call a foul on that.
Oh boy.
Tara didn't move. What are you calling? They passed the ball into Tara McDonald, and then I think it was Rihanna Padilla came running after it and knocked it loose. Tara didn't even move, and they call a foul on Tara. And the girl, if anything else, all she did was she would have stepped on Tara's foot or tripped over her foot. Tara didn't move. Man alive. That was like bad.
That was
anyway,
not a good call, but
no.
Toppers do get some solace. The ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. Gigi Romero. Oh, that looked good, Jamie.
Yeah,
it would
did.
not fall from 3-point land.
I thought she had that one. 35-25. So the Hilltoppers finally getting back into this ball game. Rosalind Baca out there setting a screen, and it looks like it goes down in the baseline. 3-point shot pops around. Rebound comes down to Abby Martinez. Martinez coming down the floor in a hurry, picks up her dribbles. She's knocked down, no call. It's going to come now to Gigi Romero. Romero goes up, puts it up. Rebound comes down to Tara McDonald. She goes back up. Her shot is off. Rebound down to Rosalind Baca. She's going to hand it over now to Angelique Delvaux. Delvaux will bring it across the timeline with 40 seconds to go. Ball goes over into the corner this time to Faith Maestas, and then she's going to hand it. She's going to hand it over to Angelique Delvaux, and Delvaux's going to take the 3-point shot, and she cans it. 24 seconds to go, 38-25. And so Carly Holland loses the dribble. Ball's on the floor. Everybody chasing it around. Finally picked up by Abby Martinez. She puts up the 3 with 10 seconds to go. Rebound comes down to Rihanna Padilla. Padilla down the floor. And so Faith Maestas.
Holland gets a shot off from half court.
Yeah, they got it to Faith Maestas, and I don't know, there was somebody yelling shoot, and so she shot with about 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, she rushed a 3-pointer up, and it wasn't nowhere close, but there was plenty of time left. Holland got the long rebound, put one up from half court, just couldn't get enough off it.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody was counting incorrectly, but there was plenty of time. Maestas rushed it. She didn't need to.
No, she did not.
But in any event, 38-25, 3-pointer late in that quarter from Angelique Delvaux stretches it back out to a 13-point lead for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils coming up with 6, 7, 8,
11.
Oh, yes, 11 points in that quarter. Toppers coming up with 7 points in that quarter, and just a couple of buckets. Nice drive to the basket from Tara McDonald, and then Abby Martinez as well. But wild third quarter there, and Toppers a little late breaking huddle. They scoot onto the court. Actually, I guess there was something slippery on the court.
Yeah, one of the spectators must have dropped a hot dog.
Yeah, probably was. They start throwing sodas and stuff. It just there's no call for that.
No, there's not at all.
And as we go, 13-point ball game here.
Yes.
Sun Devils with the ball. And Baca.
She wants that 3.
She wants a 3. She didn't have it, but she was gunning for it.
Boy, she wanted that badly. So the Hilltoppers knock it away. Steal by the Hilltoppers. That was Abby Martinez. And so Carly Holland takes it all the way. She puts the shot up. Rebound comes down to Tara McDonald. McDonald gets it over to Sophia Trujillo. And Trujillo runs into Rosalind Baca, but I don't think they're going to call Rosalind. Yeah, they are. So she runs into Rosalind Baca, and she goes down, which is a familiar sight. And so Roz is going to pick up her That's only her second personal.
I don't think that foul was actually on her.
No, it wasn't.
There was another Sun Devil right next to her, and it looked like she was the one that gave the brunt of the hit there.
Yeah, she was. Sophia Trujillo at the free throw line puts in the first, and right now Hilltoppers Mike are 11 for 23 from the free throw line. Make it 12 for 24.
So they missed 12 and they're down by 11. Funny how that works, Gene.
Yes, amazing. So once again, Abby Martinez steals it away on the floor, and Ray Romero desperately trying to call a timeout, and he gets it, and that was legal. Abby did have full control.
Yeah, she did. That is absolutely correct. She had she had the ball cradled, and Romero jumps up and calls a timeout, and I don't know how many times we've seen that the ball is either rolling on the floor, or somebody's got like a finger on it, and the coach calls a timeout and they get the ball, which is absolutely not how that works.
No, nobody has possession, but whoever jumps up and calls a timeout gets it. Or so they.
That's we've seen that more than once. We've seen that more than once this year, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
But in any event, Ray Romero does call the timeout, and nice play there by Abby. Abby's actually had a pretty good ball game. She's been all over the place.
Yeah, she's been ball hawking like crazy. She really has.
So 2 timeouts remaining here for the Toppers. The Sun Devils have 3.
Gets to Sophia Trujillo. She's going to take it to the hole, and she's leveled by Rosalind Baca, but that's it. Just no harm, no foul. There was no harm to Rosalind, I'll guarantee you.
Yeah, she's fine.
They bring it into Tara McDonald, knocked out of her hands. Oh, we're going to have a foul? Oh, my God.
Yes, we are, and that's going to go to Angelique Delvo, and I think that's her 4th.
Yes, it is. That is the 4th, and that's the 16th foul on Espanola. Hilltoppers will inbound it under their own basket, and they'll give it to Gigi Romero all the way over outside of the left corner. Comes now to Sophia Trujillo. They'll rotate it over underneath. They get it now inside to Abby Martinez. Abby goes up, and she's fouled. Wow. Abby got away with a major walk on that one, but they're going to, I think it's Brianna Padilla picks up her second personal. Now that's the 7th team foul. So Abby Martinez at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. Tara gets the rebound, and we're going to have Tara's going to be immediately tied up. So it's alternating possession goes to Los Alamos. They get it to Gigi Romero. Romero puts the shot up. She was kind of falling backwards, and it comes off the side of the rim. We're going to have a reach-in foul. I thought we were going to have a reach-in foul go against Abby Martinez, but they say no, she just knocked the ball out of bounds as they double teamed that time.
Stuck there was, I think that was Delvo again.
Yeah. Underneath it goes to Tara, has the ball knocked away from her. And so we're going to have a reach-in foul go, and that's going to put Tara on the line. And the foul is going to go to Annalisa Pacheco. That's her 3rd. That is the 8th team foul. And Tara at the free throw line has struggled. She has 6 points in the ball game. Hilltoppers are 12 for 24 from the free throw line. Tara shot is up and rolls around and comes off. A 1-and-1 for Tara.
The Toppers have been ice cold from the foul line all night.
I guess.
And we're gonna have oh my goodness, we're getting whistles about every 5-6 seconds here.
Yeah, we are.
That one I think is going to go to Abby Martinez.
Abby Martinez. They say she has 2. I have her for 3. I give up. Anyway, so they're going to bring it now over to Faith Maestas. She had 3 3-pointers in the first half. Hasn't really shot much there in the second half. She did end the quarter with a desperation shot with 4 seconds left. And so, give and go and losing the handle. Wow. Had to run a great play to Hannah Martinez. She's wide open going to the basket, and she loses it out of bounds. 38-27, 11-point ball game. It was 38-25 at the half, at the end of the third quarter. And now Sophia Trujillo brings it across the timeline. So the Hilltoppers playing much better after that timeout. For a while, it was just all Espanola, everything. They were just stealing the ball and doing whatever they want with it. So Tara McDonald has staying with it. That rebound pulled down by Espanola. Tara McDonald steals it away. The shot taken by Abby Martinez is off. Long pass up the floor. Comes up to Faith Maestas. Maestas will hand it out to Rihanna Padilla. And once again, the Hilltoppers ball hawking. Whoa. Jumping out of bounds to try to save it back in, Abby Martinez. But the Hilltoppers in the last quarter and a half, Mike, they've been the one, and they have been the one doing the ball hawking.
Yeah, a little bit of a reversal of fortune here. The Toppers have really defensively, they have really gone into attack mode. And the Sun Devils, ironically enough, are back on their heels, and they're the ones kind of a little surprised now that how aggressive the Topper defense has been, and it has really paid off, or at least it's paid off in terms of turnovers. Toppers are still having trouble converting on the other end of the floor. But the Sun Devils are reeling a little bit.
Yeah, they really are, because the Sun Devils had outscored Los Alamos 18-9 in the second quarter, and then they looked like they were quite a ways ahead. They were up by about 15, and then at one point, but then the Hilltoppers just really went after them, and so they were only down by 13 at the half, taking the ball to the hole. This time is Rihanna Padilla after the inbound pass coming out of the timeout, and Rihanna is going to go to the free throw line, and that personal foul is going to go to Alyssa Garcia.
They're going to call that one on the floor, Gene.
On the floor, they call it. 5:17 to go. They get it to Roslyn Baca, and first she elbows Tara McDonald, and then she goes over and does a Yaki Jones stake lock. Yeah, I don't know if you watched the old wrestling from the 50s.
I don't remember that one, Gene. Sorry.
Yeah, Yaki was his name. He had a stake lock that nobody could get out of. Anyway, that's looked like. Anyway, so the ball that comes up to Sophia Trujillo is stolen away from Sophia, but they're going to call a reach-in foul. And so that's going to put Sophia at the free throw line. She's going to shoot 2. She's been the one girl who has been hitting free throws for Los Alamos. So she'll shoot 2 in the double bonus at this point, 10th team foul. And the personal foul, as Sophia puts that one in, and that personal foul went to let's see, the Annalisa Pacheco, that's her 4th. Boy, that is the 10th team foul.
And Sophia can put this under double digits.
Yes, and there's 5:08 to go.
That's in.
So Sophia drops that one in. She has 10 points in the ball game, most of them from the free throw line. Full court press by Los Alamos, easily broken by Espanola. Martinez gets it to Rihanna Padilla. Padilla dribbles out near the half-court circle, and so she's going to hand it off. And I do believe Joe Estrada is going to go into Lenny Roy ball basketball. I believe pass is going to go Over now to Annalisa Pacheco. She'll bring it back out on top to Faith Maestas. Maestas now on a dribble. Go back into the half-court circle. And so the Hilltoppers ball hawking like crazy. Rihanna Padilla is going to take it to the hole. Puts it up way too hard. Hilltopper for the rebound. Here comes Carly Holland. She splits a. Whoa! She had it. She's going to split over two. She was going to split. She had a 1-on-2. She had a great opportunity to split that. Ball comes underneath now to Rosalind Baca. Her shot is off. Rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers. Going to take it to the hole and put it in. Boy, and that is Sophia Trujillo. Wow, the freshman. What a move by Sophia. And she just blew by everybody and just laid it in with a little underhanded shot. Ball's going to go down to Faith Maestas. We're going to have a reach-in foul go to one of the Hilltoppers. That's going to be the 7th team foul on Los Alamos. But, and so that'll put Rihanna Padilla at the free throw line. And she'll shoot 1-on-1. The personal foul went to Sophia Trujillo. She picks up her first. And then, let's see, that's not Rihanna Padilla. That's Faith Maestas. It's a good three-point shooter. We haven't seen her shoot any free throws yet. She's going to shoot a 1-on-1. So this one bounces around and drops in. And that's the first point of this quarter, Mike.
Unbelievable.
For Espanola. 4 minutes and 15 seconds gone. And those are the first 2 points of the quarter. Right now it's 40-31, an 11-point ball game. Hilltopper just dug themselves too big a hole. They just let that ball hawking defense get to them. Comes now to Tara McDonald. She gets away with a walk, gets it over now out on top. 3-point shot. That's good by Sophia Trujillo. Sophia Trujillo coming single-handedly, bringing the Hilltoppers back in this ball game. That makes it a 6-point ball game, 40-34, and we still have 3:28 to go here in this fourth quarter. So Sophia pouring it on. She had 6 points at the end of the third quarter, and she has now picked up 9 points here in this fourth quarter. She has a total of 15 right now, but she's turned this ball game around for Los Alamos.
Yeah, she really has. She has outscored, the other everybody else on the court. I think in the second half. I mean, everybody else in the court combined in the second half. What a beautiful 3-pointer. But Sophia is getting loose, and she's gotten inside a couple of times. She's drawn the fouls. She's hit her free throws. And as you said, Gene, she is about the only topper that has been effective from the free throw line tonight. And she is just absolutely 100% put this team on her back offensively, and the Toppers are right back in this ball game.
She's the only topper that scored in the fourth quarter, and she scored 9 points, and Espanola has only scored 2 free throws. And we have 4.5 minutes gone. Full court press by Los Alamos. 6-point ball game. Up the floor. Now comes Faith Maestas. Maestas pulls up at the top of the key. She's going to get it to Rihanna Padilla. So the Hilltoppers now in a girl-to-girl defense. Tara McDonald on Rihanna. And Rihanna, she gets away with a walk, and then she's going to hand it over now to Unica May. Unica May pushes Tara McDonald out of the way. She put her hand right in her chest. I mean, right smack in her chest and pushed her. Holy mackerel.
She wasn't even pretending, but there is a foul on the Sun Devils. It's going to turn the ball over. I think that was
Joni Martinez.
But holy moly, that was a forearm shuck. No doubt about it.
Holy mackerel. So going to bring it to Sophia Trujillo again. Inside now to Tara McDonald. McDonald over to Carly Holland. Holland on the baseline. Puts the shot up. Bounces around. Rebound is going to come down to Sophia Trujillo. And Sophia diving for it. And she's going to dive into. It looks like, I believe that's going to be Unica May. That's the 8th team foul on Los Alamos. Unica May will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. She was at the free throw line in the second quarter. She was 1 for 2. So drops this one in. 3 points in this quarter for Espanola, all from the free throw line. 2:34 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And Unica May, the junior, at the free throw line. We don't have any heights on these girls. And she drops that one in. So they're 4 for 4 from the free throw line in this quarter. 2.5 minutes to go. 8-point ball game. So the Hilltoppers have battled back into this one. Come to Sophia Trujillo, over to Carly Holland. Holland, a good 3-point shooter, but she just hasn't been putting them up. There she goes. 3-point shot on the way. Whoa. Tara McDonald with a rebound. She goes back up. She's fouled by Rihanna Padilla. And Tara going to the line. And this has been an adventure.
That'll be the third on Padilla.
She has 2. Yeah, third on Rihanna. And Tara has made 2 free throws in the ball game. Whoa.
That looked okay, but it just kind of trickled off to the side.
Yeah, and so she's gonna shoot one more.
Toppers not even attempting to get this rebound.
No, they know she's gonna make it.
She made it. She was gonna get a free one with one of the Sun Devils with nobody around her, just kind of casually, strolled into the lane about 2 seconds too early.
So taking it to the hole, trying to take it to the hole this time is Unica May. And she had a little trouble, lost the handle, and it was knocked out of bounds by Abby Martinez. 7-point ball game, 2 minutes to go. Hilltoppers are back in this one after they've been blown out in the second quarter and half of the third quarter. At the second half of the third quarter was a brand new ball team. I don't know what happened, but boy, I mean, it's not the same team we saw in the second quarter and the first half of the third quarter.
No, absolutely not. The Toppers were they went in the locker room at the half. Just everybody's head was hanging. They looked. I really didn't know what they were going to have coming back for the second half. They looked like they were defeated, and the third quarter didn't start off that hot for them either, Gene. But things turned around, and the Toppers they have clawed their way back into this ball game. Sophia Trujillo has just been all over the place in the second half. Tara McDonald really kind of taken over down low as well. So they're getting some good minutes from folks, and also Gene, just remember Gigi Romero, they're fantastic freshmen. Been a little bit off her game tonight, and Lena Chavez has been on the bench almost this entire ball game.
Yeah, that's right.
She got in early foul trouble in the first half. She spent I think about 13 of the 16 first half minutes on the bench, and she picked up a quick foul in the third quarter, and she hasn't been back.
No, she hasn't. And the Hilltoppers from the free throw line right now are 15 for 30 and trailing this ball game by 7. So coming out of the timeout, Espanola will inbound and they'll get it to Unica, to Faith Maestas. Maestas still on the Joni Martinez, I'm sorry. And so a little give and go trying to get it to Rihanna Padilla, but they get it. Well, coming in from the left side and putting the shot up with the left hand, Faith Maestas, and she picks up the basket. She's going to go to the free throw line. She was just there and made both of them. So she's going to attempt to complete the 3-point play. And well,
nobody seemed to know that she only had one shot.
Yeah, she wanted to shoot 2. So Espanola didn't put anybody on the line. So after she missed a shot, she just stood there waiting for the referee to give her the ball back again. Pass is going to come over to Sophia Trujillo, and Sophia's fouled, and Sophia will go to the free throw line, and she's been the one the one light in the darkness from the free throw line. So Sophia is going to go to the line once again. She's going to shoot 2. As she has 15 points in the ball game. Whoa!
Oh,
that one rolls around.
Get that one.
Rolls around and drops out. So the Hilltoppers are now 15 for 31 from the free throw line with 1:27 to go.
I'm no math whiz, Gene, but I think it's under 50%.
Yeah, we should have brought a calculator. So 44-35. Sophia at the line. She can cut it to 8. This one up. And same thing.
Oh.
That one rolls around and comes off. So she got the bug. Anyway. So across the timeline comes Unica May. Unica May is going to take it right down Broadway and put it up. Gets her own rebound. And has the ball stolen away from her by Abby Martinez, and they're going to say
held ball, red ball.
Held ball, red ball.
109 remaining. Toppers down by 9. They need a quick steal. They need to convert this quickly.
They get it to Rihanna Padilla, and Padilla is just going to bring it out on top. And then backing out toward the timeline is Faith Maestas. Maestas will get it underneath, and it's cutting to the basket that time was Joni Martinez, and she got the pass. She lays it in with the left hand, makes it 46-35. Well, the Hilltoppers battled back into this one after being blown out for a while. Carly Holland over to Sophia. 3-point shot by Sophia. That's good.
Wow.
Boy, she's on fire. So that is her 12th point of this quarter. She has 18 altogether and 35.5 seconds remaining. So let's see, Mike. Tomorrow night we'll be back here to the vast expanse of Griffith's Gymnasium.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be back here in the cavern.
Yes. Nobody here but us and the teams and a few various officials. If you want to come over and come in, you can't.
That's right.
Anyway.
That's right. This is exclusive VIP only. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll take on the boys. We'll take on Taos tomorrow night. Nominal game time, 7:00.
Yes, and the Taos Tigers
Looking good.
having a pretty solid season so far. They could very well challenge Espanola Valley for District 2-4A boys supremacy, and so Toppers have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, they do. Espanola has been dropping down on the rankings, though. They were number 1 for quite a while, and now they're down to number 6. So Highland right now is number 1, and we play Highland on Monday. So going to the hole, as the Hilltoppers are doing a lot of ball hawking, actually ball chasing and trapping. Hilltoppers trying to do a lot of trapping, so able to get away from everybody and head to the basket that time. And that was Annalisa Pacheco, and she was fouled. And that personal foul went to Michelle Macias, her second. And so at the free throw line was Annalisa. Annalisa shot that one like she's kind of tired. It looked like she was shooting a medicine ball. Well, that one's okay. That one, nothing but net. So 5 seconds to go. Whoa, a steal. And at the buzzer, are they going to make it? Yes, they do. Long pass down the floor. And that one came down to Joni Martinez cutting to the basket. I didn't know if she was going to make it. She cuts to the basket and lays in with the left hand with about 2 seconds left. 49-37 is the final score. But the Hilltoppers made it respectable. They were blown out in the second quarter and half of the third quarter. And ironically, Mike, it was a timeout by Espanola where Ray Romero made his adjustments on an Espanola timeout. And that made all the difference. So that will do it. So Hilltoppers now are going to go to 9-8 on the season, and Espanola is going to go to 9-10. So anyway, and the Hilltoppers are going to drop to 0-1 in district play, and Espanola is going to go to 2-1 in district play. And so Mike is going to add up all this stuff. But anyway, tomorrow night we'll be here at the Griffith Gymnasium. Saturday night we're scheduled to go to Taos. The Hilltopper boys are scheduled to come here, play Berlin. Right now I say we're scheduled to go to Taos. We're scheduled to go to Taos, but I don't know, with all this crazy weather and all this crazy COVID and everything else, we don't know. I mean, we're just playing this by ear.
Yeah, we're kind of winging it at this point.
Game, but day by day, actually.
Yeah, we really don't know. We were actually going into this week, we were expecting fans to be back at Griffith Gymnasium and everywhere else this week, and that has not been the case. But basketball's still going on, and unfortunately for the folks out there not able to come and check this out, but we are bringing it to you as much as we can. So 49-37, the Espanola Valley Sun Devils prevail here at Griffith Gymnasium tonight. And so for the Sun Devils, Faith Maestas had 13 points. She led everybody. She had 9 at the half, and then had a bucket and a couple of free throws in the fourth quarter. 12 points for Joni Martinez. She did some cleanup work there toward the end. Actually got her last bucket right at the buzzer. And 9 points from Rosalind Baca, who when she came in the second quarter really helped the Sun Devils start to pull away. But Gene, like you were saying, about early in the third quarter, the Sun Devils were just a couple of minutes from kind of blowing the doors off the gym here. We thought they were going to cruise, but a timeout by the Sun Devils after a couple of turnovers, and Joe Estrada trying to settle everything down. That seemed like that was the spark of the night for the Toppers. They were a completely different team after that third quarter timeout, and battled right back into this ball game. Got it to 7 points a couple of times. Sun Devils hit a couple of late shots to get the spread back up a little bit, but Toppers looked like they were dead in the water, and with about 3 minutes to go, we're right back in this ball game, and looked like they had all the momentum heading into the end there.
Yeah, they really did. They cut it. They were down by approximately, let's see, I guess at 15 is the biggest lead that we remember Espanola having. Hilltoppers got it to 6, and with about 2 or 3 minutes to go, So they had come all the way back and back in the ball game. The Espanola defense just drove them crazy, and it was just one steal after another by Espanola. Every time a Hilltopper got the ball, they had the ball knocked loose, or every pass was just contested. And then finally, when they came out of that Espanola timeout, all of a sudden they changed everything, and they became more aggressive on defense, and they also started taking care of the ball, and Espanola's ball hawking defense did not bother them anymore. So it's I don't know, whatever they did made one heck of a difference. And of course, Sophia Trujillo came back. She had 18 points in total, at 12 in that fourth quarter. So Sophia was the spark plug for Los Alamos in that fourth quarter. So
absolutely huge night for Sophia Trujillo, the freshman. It puts up 18 points. Wow, what a night for her. A couple of threes there in that fourth quarter, Gene. And then Tara McDonald She finished with 7 points, but her big impact was on the defensive end and under the glass. And like we were talking at at the end of the first half, Rosalind Baca of the Sun Devils came in and really kind of took control of the middle in that second half. Tara McDonald was all over the lane, and that really let the Topper defense get so much more aggressive, really, and get right after the Sun Devil guards, who, ironically enough, were getting beaten at their own game there for quite a bit of that second half. It's very unusual for we watched the Sun Devils and the Toppers play for years and years and years, Gene. It's very unusual to see the Sun Devil guards get rattled. Yes. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so it was amazing how the Hilltoppers just flat turned it around and completely. So anyway, so that's going to do it. Let's see. The Hilltoppers go down 49-37 to the Espanola Sun Devils, and Sun Devils who started off very, very slowly, actually playing a pretty tough schedule. But they lost, 7 of their first 8, but then they have turned around, and you can see they've only lost 2 more since then, or 3 more since then, but they've added an extra 9 in the win column. 8 more in the win column. I can do this. Okay. All right, Mike. So any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, I tell you, good turnaround in the second half there by Los Alamos. Los Alamos has got to, watch this game tape before they face the Sun Devils down there in the Valley, and just kind of see what they did in that last quarter and a half, and start the game that way. I think they're going to be they're going to find they're going to be able to hang with this Sun Devil team if they don't get if they don't struggle in the first half the way they did. They can keep up with this team, and this district, again, Moriarty very, very solid, but they're not a runaway favorite. This district is still up for grabs. If the Toppers can learn from tonight and move forward on that, they could really make a run in this district.
Yeah, they really could. And so tomorrow night it'll be the Topper boys with their district opener, and not their top. Actually, they already opened up the district against Espanola and lost down at Espanola the other night, and so but they'll take on Taos tomorrow night. A game time approximately 7:00, and things move a little better now. That I'm not sure if they're having C-team games or not, but we got it off on time tonight, so we might get it off on time again tomorrow. So tune in for tomorrow night for Hilltopper boys basketball, and have a great tomorrow. You can make it an even better Friday. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug that penguin. And I want to thank, before we go on, I want to thank my good buddy Mike Mays here for joining me and keeping me on the straight and narrow, and also want to thank Carol Clark and the Daily Post for their support. And also, I just want to say night to my sweetie pie. Good night, honey. I love you, and I miss you so much. Bye, everybody.
Hello, I'm Commander Oliver Morris with the Los Alamos Police Department. It's an exciting time to live in Los Alamos. With the increase in hiring at the lab, we've seen more motorists and visitors come to Los Alamos. But with that, we've also seen an increase in traffic. And with traffic, we also get calls of distracted driving, speeding, and sometimes aggressive driving. Please join me in reducing these calls. Our officers are going to be out in force looking for these types of driving behavior. If you see something, please call us at our non-emergency line or our emergency line. We appreciate your partnership in helping keep our community safe, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Troy Hughes with Los Alamos Fire Department. reminding you that fall's upon us and winter's soon coming, so we'll start using our appliances more, like our furnace, our fireplaces. Make sure you get those appliances checked by a certified technician, especially the fireplaces. Make sure you've got a good chimney sweep, get that thing good and clean and ready to burn, and make sure you have a good working CO detector and smoke alarm in your home if you're going to use those